I'm Emma Hofflinger.
I'm Ryan Quarles.
I'm Courtcraft.
And we are Oginalii. How would we introduce our sound and our music? Always the most difficult question, I would say, out of it all. I guess the best way I've heard it was how Huffington Post said it was sludge pop desert rock.
Or a dream pop sludge rock, or something like that.
Yeah.
That's
somewhere in there.
That's the specific genre we were deemed.
It's very specific. There's only one of, we're like number one in the genre as well, because there's nobody else in the genre.
Yeah. But it's like a mix of like kind of dry deserty rock and then a little bit of like ethereal atmospheric pop kind of mixed together. So.
It could start with like a riff I was messing with, or some melody like I thought was really, really cool and I was kind of inspired by, or just, you know, in the middle of the night I'll be like, whoa, that was some random idea will pop in my head and like that'll influence the song. Or I'll be working on something, like the other day we were in practice and this one part that I had written to a song just like wasn't working. We were all like, well, let's come back to it. And I went home and I just changed everything up time signature wise, and suddenly like the riff made sense and I was able to like finish like that skeleton of the song. And then that's when we come back in.
The band is very focused around her writing a song and then just bringing it in to practice. And then us kind of like, it's like making a sculpture. You have this giant block which she makes and then we kind of chip it away to like create something new, something completely new.
Last song we wrote, she had like two different parts. And she was like, this part is cool, and then this part is cool. And then I have like a few different vocal melodies. And then we've been like, all right, well, here's some transitions. Here's some extra stuff we'll throw in on top. Here's how we can like kind of differ up the rhythm a little bit, kind of add like some syncopation or maybe, up the tempo in one part, chop it in half in another part, that kind of thing.
Releasing it was, I think it was a really good encompassing sound of like what we're trying to achieve sound wise, as like a final body of some sort of work.
Yeah.
Not our final body of work by any means, but for everything that we were working on.
It's very descriptive of Oginalii.
Yeah.
Specifically, the concept of the Gray as an EP is meant to be about the times in your life in which you're basically being torn between like your head and your heart, and like what that in-between feeling is, which Emma originally founded as the idea of the Gray, which is what we ended up making as the album name, and the album cover is supposed to reflect that a little bit.
Yeah. Well, and I guess goals-wise too, sometimes, well, especially in the creative process, you may like know you want to like, you're definitely running forward, but you sometimes don't really know where that's going to take you. It's kind of a lame way to say that, but I guess we found what we were looking for as far as the sounds that happened in the studio. Like, we knew the songs that we had were good and we knew they were solid, but there's something about going into the studio that just helps you kind of give yourself a bird's eye view of your songs, and gives you just a way of like hearing different ways or different tones you can get out of a guitar, or like different parts that you could add here and there that just give you, those are your stylistic vibes. Like, that's how you get a unique sound, in my opinion, would be from going in the studio. That helps just polish everything, and then that's why live shows are awesome, because it gives you a different take from everything. But that was definitely finding our sound, and I guess the culmination of what the Gray sounds like. Just super stoked to be back in Akron. Go check out the Gray. Like us on all the things, because that's important to the world,
all the things.
Sadly. But yeah, that's important. Yeah, just keep listening, and thanks for having us.
Yeah.